Welcome again to another episode of Master to Thrive. I am your host, Sarah Akello. Greetings and love to us all. The hidden treasure in having quiet time. This day we look at one of the important routines to keep in life, practicing quiet time. There is a hidden treasure in having quiet time. Its practice has transformed many lives. All people whom we deem successful according to our worldviews practice quiet time. Further, renowned philosophers, leaders, innovators, coaches, and so on practice quiet time a great deal. If we can borrow from them, we must buy into making quiet time part and parcel of our routine. Quiet time means having moments of silence all by oneself, solitude, meditating, or praying. The amount of time spent in quiet time is dependent on one's plan and reason for practicing it. Therefore, the first thing we need to embrace is that there must be clear intent while practicing quiet time. If we walked out of our houses and found our dustbin thrown open and its contents spilled by our pet dog, we would give two different responses of either an instant negative reaction or a pause and reflect fast positive reaction. Pausing and retreating into quiet time enables us to respond to ourselves and the world around us in many better ways. Being honest with ourselves, there have been times in our lives when we have been noisy or distracted for one reason or the other in the name of talking and making our stands known. To talk is good. It is inherent in our human nature to love to talk, speak our minds, and declare our stands. One other thing, we are endowed with different personalities. For instance, an introvert can easily restrain oneself, but an extrovert must talk because it comes out naturally. The world we live in has established adoration and admiration for talkers, more so those who have perfected the skill and art of oration. We are trained to talk at home, in school, at work, in business, and generally relating with the world at large. I am here to tell us that talking in itself may not bring out all the best that is to be from inside of us to the world. What is important is getting to an awareness that there is need for balance, and the balance is found in creating time and practicing of quiet time. Let us again remind ourselves today that practicing quiet time must be intentional and deliberate and not spontaneous and reactive to enable us achieve great outcome. It can also be planned or impromptu. Planned quiet time is routine that is observed periodically like daily, weekly, or monthly. Impromptu quiet time arises when faced with situations that need us to draw back to ourselves to navigate on best way of handling the arisen situation, like that pet dog that spilled our rubbish. Indeed, there are deeper and valuable gains from the practice of quiet time. One of them is connecting with nature. In his evolution, man's origin was and is tied to nature. He is a product of nature and is sustained by nature. Nature's characteristics are originality, authenticity, order, calmness, and quietness. But the world we live in must and continues to evolve in many ways too that man must cope with. For instance, when man got overtaken by the industrial and technological revolutions, he lost touch with the fruits of nature, and so he sailed through in a world of many distractions that even lead him to greater stress. The sure way is to reconnect with nature. This bid to going back to nature is found in the practice of quiet time. It paves way to attract and enjoy the fruits of nature, which consequently lead us to approaching challenges in the world we live in more composed and balanced ways. Quiet time also enables us to stay in agreement with the universe. The outstanding characteristic of the universe is order. In our getting created, whether through our scientific or religious line of thought, we found a universe in perfectly arranged order. Not being judgmental, we distorted the order and now heavily bear the consequence of some of our negative actions. The universe has the tendency of responding to us positively if we treat it according to its demand on us, which is order. And our inner being must be a reflection of that characteristic. The gist is to attain order in our inner beings. Order in our inner beings radiates to our external environment. In this way, we attract all the good things that order brings with it, since we apply ourselves in agreement with the universe's demand, and in return, it grants us our wishes. The way of tempering the universe is in practicing quiet time. Practicing quiet time gives us inner peace that surpasses our own understanding. When was the last time we experienced great peace within us? Such peace that we have inculcated and no one or situation can take it away from us? Issues of life have led us to sometimes feel like the ball tossed here and there in a football pitch. This is because we lack our inner peace guiding system. Once peace is established in us, it will always stay on to weather storms and withstand life's challenges. Even if we once in a while relapse, we know the way of getting back on our track. The surest way to begin to build peace within is to listen to our internal being. This we do effectively through quiet time. When we do quiet time, we have to retreat to solitude, away from noise and distractions. After discovering the secret of inner peace, continuous practice of quiet time keeps lubricating our inner being. In this way, we cannot be tossed. We build our own internal emotional stature and radiate peace to our surroundings too. Quiet time builds us into better listeners. When was the last time we really listened to another? Our brains have become accustomed to many distractions. Therefore, a number of times we end up as poor listeners. We allow distractions, divided attention, judgmental, and intrusion as we interact with the other person. We even pick this habit from the time we are young. In our play groups, we overshadow the rest, thus pay very little attention to them. We keep up with this throughout life. In practicing quiet time, we regain our composure and even begin becoming more attentive to others. Quiet time gives us opportunity to rest our bodies. This is not to mean that when we go into solitude, we are going to do no work. It means our body gets the advantage of obtaining some rest at the same time as we carry out our quiet time. In practicing quiet time, we improve our cognitive abilities. These abilities are very essential in enabling us apply ourselves successfully daily, improve our performances, and stay committed to making the world a better place. Cognitive abilities are the mental skills that allow us to think, learn, and perform tasks. The fast rate of change that the world we live in experiences and the health challenges posed by climate change call for looking for ways of compliance and mitigation, respectively. Our aim is to ensure that our cognitive abilities get better. Life-changing thoughts, reflections, and ideas happen with the mind input in a situation of calmness. We therefore stand to benefit from improving our cognitive abilities in the following 5 ways if we practice quiet time. Pay better attention. Remember better because the mind becomes focused and still. Self-reflect or introspect, which make us become more self-aware. Attract information that is totally new through creative ideas and hunches that begin to manifest to us. And finally, process information, that is, analyze, draw conclusion, and make most favorable choices. This is because when we draw back to our inner being, if confronted with challenge or choice to make, we are presented with an opportunity of having pep conversation with our inner being. After a process of pondering, we will be able to come up with the best way forward that, even tested after some time, will not need external validation. In summary, remember that if we practice quiet time, we naturally connect with nature, we stay in agreement with the universe, retain our inner peace, become better listeners, get the opportunity to rest our tired bodies, and improve our cognitive abilities. All these lead us to begin to experience razor sharp changes in our lives, radiating to the world around us. Thank you.